I fixed my ex's mom's car. As I left, she whispered, "What about me?" The sound of the old engine coughing to life should have been the happiest part of my day. Instead, it felt like the beginning of a chapter I never wanted to reopen. Standing in the driveway of the woman who had once treated me like family, I wiped the grease from my hands and prepared to leave forever. Then, just as I reached my truck, I heard the softest voice behind me. It wasn't loud. It wasn't desperate. It was almost broken. She quietly asked, "What about me?" And in that single moment, years of buried memories crashed into my heart harder than any storm I had ever survived. If you believe kindness deserves a second chance, please like this video, comment where you're watching from, share this story with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Shadow of Kindness for more emotional stories that remind us humanity still exists. 3 years earlier, my relationship with Emma had ended in a painful misunderstanding that neither of us knew how to fix. We had planned a future together, but pride, bad timing, and silence slowly built walls between us until there was nothing left but memories. Losing Emma hurt, but losing her family hurt just as much. Her mother, Linda, had always treated me like a son. She celebrated every birthday, called to check on me after long work days, and believed I was good enough for her daughter even when I doubted myself. When everything fell apart, I never returned to their neighborhood. Some places simply carried too much heartbreak. Life moved on, but not easily. I buried myself in repairing cars, working long hours at a small garage where every repaired engine gave me temporary peace. One rainy afternoon, my phone rang from an unknown number. I almost ignored it until I heard Linda's trembling voice. She apologized for calling after so long and explained that her old sedan had broken down outside town. She had no one else nearby, and the repair shops were closed. I hesitated only for a moment before grabbing my toolbox and driving out to help. Kindness, I reminded myself, should never depend on the past. When I arrived, the car looked as tired as the woman standing beside it. Linda looked older than I remembered. The bright smile that once filled every room had faded into quiet exhaustion. She tried to joke about the stubborn engine, but I could see life had not been gentle with her. I discovered a damaged fuel pump and a cracked hose. The repair took nearly 2 hours beneath the fatting evening sky. She stayed nearby, handing me tools, thanking me more times than necessary, and asking careful questions about my life without ever mentioning her daughter. That silence spoke louder than any conversation. As darkness settled over the neighborhood, the engine finally started smoothly. Relief washed across her face. She insisted I come inside for dinner before driving home. The familiar house felt strangely smaller than I remembered. Family photographs still covered the hallway, but many frames had been removed, leaving pale marks on the walls. The laughter that once echoed through every room had disappeared. During dinner, she admitted that after her divorce and Emma's move across the country, the house had become painfully quiet. She smiled while saying it, but loneliness has a language that smiles cannot hide. After finishing the meal, I refused the money she offered for repairing the car. She tried to insist, but I reminded her that some debts are never measured in dollars. Years ago, when I had lost my father, she had filled my freezer with homemade meals without asking for anything in return. She had once told me that kindness always finds its way back. Maybe this was simply life completing a circle. I gathered my tools, thanked her for dinner, and stepped outside into the cool evening air. My truck waited at the curb, ready to carry me back to the quiet life I had built. Just before opening the driver's door, I heard her footsteps behind me. She stood on the porch with tears quietly filling her eyes. Her voice barely carried through the night as she whispered that everyone always left, asking what about me. Those words weren't about romance. They weren't about replacing the past. They were the heartbreaking cry of someone who had spent years watching the people she loved slowly disappear from her daily life. I walked back toward the porch and sat beside her in silence. Sometimes fixing a broken heart begins by simply staying. She confessed that the hardest part of growing older was not the aching joints or the bills. It was waking up every morning with nobody to drink coffee beside. Friends had moved away, neighbors rarely visited, and Emma's demanding career kept her thousands of miles away. The house had become filled with memories instead of voices. From that evening forward, I began stopping by once every Sunday. Sometimes I repaired little things around the house. Sometimes we planted flowers. Other days we simply shared coffee while watching birds gather in the backyard. Those ordinary afternoons slowly brought color back into her life, and surprisingly, into mine as well. Through her encouragement, I started volunteering at a community garage where elderly people received free vehicle inspections. Helping strangers reminded me that pain often shrinks when it is shared through service. Months later, Emma returned home for the holidays. Seeing me sitting on the porch beside her mother surprised us both. There was no dramatic reunion, no magical movie ending. Instead, there was something more valuable: peace. Old misunderstandings were finally replaced with honest conversations. We accepted that some relationships change forever, but forgiveness allows every heart to breathe again. Emma thanked me, not for fixing the car, but for refusing to abandon the woman who had once cared so deeply for both of us. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share this video, and subscribe to Shadow of Kindness. Your support helps more people discover stories that inspire hope and compassion. Special request: before this story ends, please comment with one act of kindness someone has shown you that you'll never forget. As I drove away from Linda's house one peaceful Sunday afternoon, I looked into the rearview mirror and saw her waving from the porch with a smile that had finally returned. I realized that sometimes the greatest repair we ever make isn't under the hood of a broken car. It's inside a lonely heart that simply needed someone to stay long enough to remind it that it was never forgotten. And in choosing kindness over old pain, I discovered that second chances don't always rebuild lost love. They often build an even greater purpose.